So far, we've learned how to use different cropping tools, crop pictures from the backgrounds. Now, I would like to teach everyone watching this how to actually crop hair. Having been able to learn how to crop pictures, change backgrounds, but there's one issue most people always have is learning how to crop the hair from a picture. It's always a very difficult task. It takes so much more time, and there are so many ways you can do that, and most of them actually at times they're even confusing that you don't even know where you are again in Photoshop. But what I want to do today is I'm going to outline all the different ways that I know most people do their hair cropping on Photoshop. I'm going to show you the easiest way that will not take you time. But then it's might need an external tool to do this, you know. So but then I'm going to show you. Just let's dive in and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So we have we are here now. How to crop a picture, crop a hair from a picture. Okay. The different methods are, there's one method called where you select subject, but because we're using Photoshop CS6, that particular tab is not in this one. You can actually find it in Photoshop 2019. So it basically involves you just going to your select tab, and there's particular tool here you will see that tells you to select subject. So it doesn't exist here, but it's in Photoshop 2019. But that's not a problem. I'll cover this whole thing in another tutorial on my YouTube channel, very detailed. The next method is actually properties. When you go to Windows, you see properties, you click properties. There is supposed to be some items here where you see remove background. So you can always try it if you have Photoshop 2019. So but this is 2016. So we're gonna skip that. Then the refine edge is another way you can crop hair, and that involves you selecting the picture with this tool, with the magic wand. Okay, this is easy because it's a white background. Select inverse, then you click on any of these two or any of the cropping tools. You click refine edge, then come here, you have this, you change the background. Then what you need to do now is you try to use this tool to clean up. You can see what's happening. So all those white areas are disappearing, very easy. Okay, basically that's it. So you can now right click here, send it to another layer, and we have this. So that's basically how refine edge works. Okay, let's try it on some other picture. We have this. Let's try refine edge on this. The hair looks a little bit scattered, so let's see. It looks like it's gonna be difficult. So refine edge, I can't really select anything. Let's reduce this to 20. Let's try again. Okay, that's fine. You don't need to select everything, just some parts. Select inverse. Then click on refine edge. So let's see what we can do. Okay, let's erase. Okay. So this seems to be working out. We go to the top. Just make sure you stick to the edges. So far it's great. Okay. This is what you have. So, okay, what you now have to do is you have your copy, you have your hair. Let's create a new background under that solid color. Let's go for red. Okay, see, that's the hair. Okay, so you can easily change the background if you don't think. You check it on green, you check it on white, check it on black. Okay, so basically those brown areas you have to get rid of this brownish area. So what you need to do is go to Bond. There's a tool called Bond. There's a tool called Dodge. So when you need to darken a picture, you go to Bond. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working, but then that's what you do. You need to darken this picture a little bit. Let's go back to Refine Edge. Let's click on this, go to Refine Edge. Let's see what we can do. Okay. So we need this here to be a little bit darker. So all we need to do is use the polygonal tool to select those parts. Let's see if we can darken it manually. Just select only the edges of the hair. Then you try to color balance image. I know I'm going to explain this part to you, but then when you go to image, what they call adjustments, go to brightness and contrasts. You see what happens. But before you do this, you have to feather like 20. Okay. Then you go back to adjustments, brightness. Try to darken the hair. Or you can do a color balance, image adjustment, color balance. Just whatever it is that can make that hair go black. Darken it, yep. Increase this, yes. So we're getting there. So then another thing you could do is Control U. Control U means you want everything to be in black and white. Then let's adjust it and give it back that bluish look. So now let's change the color again. We still have our red, we still have our yellow, blue. Okay, so this is one way to also crop hair, one of the best ways to actually do this. Okay, it works like magic. So we've covered that. Refine edge. There's also channels. You know, it means you have to adjust the contrasts of the image. This picture now, let's say this is picture I want to crop. Okay, what I'm going to do is go to my browser, type remove BG, enter, remove.bg, enter, click on the first link. Now what you need to do is, this is the image we need to crop. Okay, all you need to do is very simple. You go to image, find the image file, this, you drag it, you drop it here. Okay, allow it to, this is basically an AI engine. It crops your picture automatically. So all you need to do is download the image that has been cropped, open it, you click, you drag it back into Photoshop, you drop it here, you click enter. Now, why am I importing it back into this place? Because the image I just downloaded from this place is a low resolution image, so I need to bring it back into Photoshop. You hold your control, you click on the picture. Now you click on the picture lower, the background picture, which is of higher resolution. Then you click on one of these cropping tools, you right click and click layer via copy. Now this is your image cropped. Okay, so let's try this again on another image. Let's close this. Let's try it on this particular hair. you might find it very difficult to crop it on refined edge. So I can show you, but then let's not waste so much time. You find where the image is, you click, you drag it, you drop, it runs, you download the low resolution image, open, you drag it back into Photoshop, you drop. You can see it's lower resolution. So what you need to do is you align it to the edge, hold your shift, drag it to the other edge, make sure it fits to the edge, you leave it, press enter. Now you click on that top image, you hold Control, you click. Now you right click and do a layer via copy. You deselect the background image and deselect the top image. So basically, this is the image you imported. This is your original image, okay? You import this Getty image, so you import it into Photoshop. You drop it, click on enter, click on this, align it back to the edge, you drag, line, hold shift, drag it to the other edge, make sure it fits, and you click enter. Now what you want to do now is you basically want to use this to crop out the original image. So you hold your Control, you click on this, then you click on the original image and right click. Use your cropping to right click, layer via copy. Now this is the new image. So deselect this one and deselect this one. This is your image. So let's see what it looks like on solid background. On solid background, this is what it looks like. Okay, they did a good job. They tried. So this is basically, so now if you want to clean up the image, you can zoom in and try to sharpen the image with this tool. You can sharpen the image with this, the edges, or you can make it darker, a bit dark. That's basically how you crop images. I can try some other images so you see how fast this is. And we're closing this. And we have this. Let's try some other ones. Yes, this is a very good example. Now let's try this with refined edge before we go to our external software. Okay, let's select a few parts, select as much as you can, select. I'm using the magic wand to actually do a selection. So you right click, select inverse, and you click on this, click on refine edge. Now let's see what happens. Increase with your brackets, increase the size of your brush, and then let's go. Take it slowly, go for the edges. Just edges, edges, edges. Okay, and you go inside. Touch up this side and this side. Click OK and click layer via copy, and then you have your image. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, we still have some parts here. I need to work on. So go back to refine edge, click on control, click this image, go back to refine edge. So basically, the process you continue to try to fine tune till you get this part. Now there's this other method I'd love to teach, but it's also a long process. So I'll cover this whole thing in one other video. Now let's imagine trying to use this our tool. Let's deactivate this and delete this. Delete layer. Okay, now let's imagine trying to do this with our web tool. Okay, you right click, you drag, you drop. It's done. You download, you open, you drag it into Photoshop, you drop, move it to the edge, hold your shift, you drag, fit, click enter, click on the lower background, click on this, you hold your control, click on the first one, do a layer of your copy, deactivate the first one, deactivate the last one, and check out your image with a solid background. See what it looks like. So they did a better job. This is what it looks like adjusting your background. So you might want to. So basically, this tutorial is about editing pictures. So we'll be talking about adjusting the image itself. I will show you one or two things. Okay, you adjust the image. And this is what it's going to look like. You have to start fine tuning the edges, with your bond tool to make it blend in. Okay, you have to start fine tuning the edges. Fine tuning the edges with your bond tool. So let's increase the exposure. So you can go to refine edge, click control, hold control, click on the image you're working on. You go to refine edge, so you can take care of those white edges on this picture. Refine edge, and you go to the red background. Okay, it's on the red background. So let's try and adjust those white areas so we can't see them again. Okay, so they're basically gone. Turn this. So this contrast comes to this point. So you can't see those white edges. So you can click OK. Then you click layer of your copy, select the lower image. Oh, it doesn't look nice. You have to redo this. So you have to be careful so you don't mess up the image. Refine edge. Do a little further. Use it. Okay. Well, I still don't like this. I think I'll prefer we leave it as this. Okay. So, but with a little bit more tweaking, you can get to the point where all these white lines have to disappear. So it blends with this image completely. So hair cropping is one very difficult, but it's also easy. Let's try some other image. I like this. So let's see what we can do. Click on this, select inverse. So basically the image is a little bit off. We need to get the edges back. So let's try refine edge and see what happens. Okay. So we have a copy. So let's see what we have. Solid background. So it's cool. Let's do this. Blue, pink, yellow. So that's how you crop hair. So if this was an ad now, for instance, you can easily move this to one side and type what you want. Okay. So it's that easy. Cropping hair is that easy.